When SMART Estimator calculates your material list based on the scaffold model or schedule that you've created, the material configuration dictates which components can be used for which roles. So for example, on this independent, we've got various steel tubes being used for bracing, standards, obviously ladders being used for ladders, boards, guardrails, ledgers, and so on. If there is a component size that you carry in stock but don't use for everything, for example, you may say that we carry 21-foot tubes, but we only use them for standards, we don't use them for guardrails or ledgers, we can actually configure that in the background of the software. So if we go to configuration, on our list of components, we've got a few different columns. Under the preferred role column, this is where we can tell the software what that component can and can't be used for when it's calculating the material list and estimating the scaffold requirement. So if we go to that example, the 21-foot tube, and click on the box for preferred role, you'll see all the different scaffold types that it can possibly be used on. And if we click into independent, we'll see a drop down, and you can see that currently the software can only use the 21-foot tube for facade bracing, guardrails, guardrail posts, ledgers, ledger bracing, plan bracing, standards, tie tubes, and so on. If we were to tell the software that it can't use the 21-foot for any of those roles, with the exception of standard, save our change. When we go back to our material list, it will recalculate, and we can now see that it's no longer using the 21-foot tubes for any of the roles that I've turned off, and instead it's substituting it with different sizes of tube.